Hello and welcome back to another episode of Raising the Robins with Carshalton Athletic, and I'm literally jumping straight in after the last game, the disappointing loss against Margate, of course. I did cancel the pre-season friendly with, was it Kings Lynn, I think, or someone like that, something like that. I cancelled it. It was 2 days after the last game. Didn't give us any time to rest. We've got a few players injured. I couldn't be dealing with that anymore. As much as I would like to have an extra game to tinker with everything and try and put a few things right, maybe build a bit of confidence against a lower team, I didn't feel like, I thought the risks were not outweighing the benefits. So I've had a little bit of a tinker anyway, changed a few things. I've gone into the opposition instructions as well. We've got the opposition reports here as well, so I looked at who their key players was. We put the midfield four onto being tackled hard. We've type marked there what seems to be, key man in midfield, the playmaker. We've type marked him, and we've just gone for a little bit of a change up. We'll have a look at the tactic, the lineups in a second. Again, we're not going to go too much into who they're playing, or even too much of who we're playing, because we haven't learned everyone yet. We will be getting there at some point, and it may be something I'll do throughout the course of the episode, is maybe just focus on a key. Once I know the best 11, the best players in the team, and what we're really going for, maybe doing a little bit of a player profile every episode, just so we can get to know them, get to know who these guys are, and put a bit of a background to to the players. But we'll jump in now to the team. In fact, you can see it right here. So have I picked the team I want to play? In fact, I'll cut back to the lineups in a second, because this might actually be about. So here are the lineups. We did make a bit of a change. So, and in fact, I've just noticed something on their team that's a little bit different. We'll go into that shortly. So we've got Karoma up front with James Spray. I think it's James Spray, target man. We've got Flavian Howard on the left, Adams in the middle with On of Wigan, Delaney on the right. We've got Mendy on the left back. Adenyi's back from injury. The actual real manager of Carshalton, he's back from injury, and slots in at centre back next to Popo. And Watkins on loan at right back, who's been getting a bit of stick from the fans, but he's been training the best every week, so yeah, go figure. And Billy Bishop in goal. We've got quite a forward heavy bench as well. Dixon, Bradford, Dos Santos, Corboa all can play up front. So yeah, interesting to see what goes on there, but we're very weak in a lot of other places, primarily through injury. Beer was reported to be their main player in the middle of the park, and they're playing him out on the wide right, which is intriguing. So it'll be interesting to see what there, but we've got him to be marked tighter, so we might have to have a look at that during the course of the game and see how that goes on. We're going to try and go a bit more passionate with the players, just see if we can actually get some G and up out of them. And Popo looked a little bit okay with that. With the Margate game, we managed to get something out of Karoma there with a bit of passion, but hopefully we can bounce back in this game. Away from home now, and it's a good start, lumping it forward to absolutely nobody. A free kick very early doors, and they're 1-0 up after 2 minutes. So we're already doing worse than the last game, and they're just above us in the league, so they didn't win their first game either. I mean, the laptop isn't showing the graphics that great, but it's probably just for the best. We're down in 22nd now, and not a long throw, and a throw in from Margate just puts them on the attack again, and they get very close and should be 2-0 up inside 4 minutes. Corner here for Tonbridge now, and it's not really, the pressure isn't really cleared, and they're 2-0 up inside, under 10 minutes they are 2-0 up, and we are sinking without a trace in this game. We might have to go to possibly to that plan B rather earlier than expected. We're going to put a shout out and demand more, which probably is going to go down like a lead balloon. Another corner. Oh, what is going on here? And they should score again. And no ball that we play out is going to any of our players. And they go close again. Something's got to change. They are just hitting us so hard. We are going to switch to our other tactic. Players haven't changed at all, so that's fine. And our goalkeeper kicks it out here. Can our target man win the header? If that doesn't even work, then we're in. It doesn't work. The main aim of our play doesn't even work. And look at this, the spacing behind here. Our defenders just left standing there like mannequins. That girl is a real crowd, please. Small world. Like they were doing the mannequin challenge or something. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's a corner here for Tonbridge, but we do have a chance to counter. Now, can we score with basically our first, attack really, or bursting at the back post? Can he find him? No, he just p-rolls it to the goalkeeper. Oh. It's not even a shot, it must have been a tackle. It hasn't given us a shot on target there. But we seem to be growing into the game a little bit now. We're starting to come forward. Oh, but he just literally just says, take it from me. Plays it left to Mendy. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to confirm changes. Oh, we lose the highlight. Fantastic. I thought the changes had taken place. Oh, is that why it was running slow there? That highlight was just my laptop giving up again. And we finally have a highlight here. What, 40 minutes here? We come forward. It's doing everything it can to make them come on the attack. We win the ball back though, and a long ball, but it's straight to their goalkeeper. And when we're not deploying the main strength of this tactic and getting the long passes to our players, it doesn't really work, does it? And we get tackled again. I mean, our physical strong players are just getting out-muscled by absolutely everybody we come against, and they're through again. That should be 3-0. It is. We're going to have to make some drastic changes. I'll be back in a sec. What can we do? Okay, I've made the changes. It will come up at some point. I'm probably on the tactics screen. Basically, we're still playing a 4-4-2, but we're going to go with pushing the fullbacks forward, upper line, and the attack and the wide midfielders upper line. So we've basically got the two at the centre backs, with wing backs, two in the middle with two wingers, and then two strikers still, and just see if that can maybe create something. It's probably going to keep us more exposed at the back. We'll probably end up losing this sort of 5 or 6. And I'll be honest, I'm already swaying towards the point we may have to change away from this style. Because I did a practice save in the Vanarama with, I think it's Vanarama conference with Hampton and Richmond, and it took a few games, but it got working, it got going. But there was a slightly higher level, more calibre player. They had players that could play it already. You know, they had tall, strong players already. We've had to try and bring some in, and we probably haven't been able to bring in quite the sort of players we'd like to. So, I mean, it's not a be-all and end-all of this save, you know, playing long ball football. I started it with Shakhtar last year on FM19, and I very quickly dropped away from it because we didn't have the players, we didn't have the squad to do it. If it's something we can maybe try and implement into the team make-up DNA sort of further up the leagues, then who knows. But at the moment, it's not a key priority as we go close, but of course the keeper saves it. Spray plays into the middle and it's cleared, but we're still pushing forward. We're looking a bit brighter. It's a nice little football going on here for a team that are playing long ball, but we drag our shot wide here. So we come forward again. We're actually getting a few chances now, but he cross whipped in straight to the goalkeeper. And we're up to 20th. Someone else must have just conceded again. But yeah, I mean, I think another thing with this team as well is some of our better players, Kaboa springs to mind, etc. They're wide attacking midfielders. We need to utilise them, I think. Sticking them at left midfield and stuff like that and right midfield, it's counterproductive. We need to look at the strengths of this team and maybe play to those a little bit more. And instead of trying to bring, I don't know, ugly Route 1 in the sky football, maybe we should try and bring some sexy football to Carshalton, to quote Ruud Gullit. It's something to think about between these two games. It's something I might well do. Whether the tactics I've been working on that play that kind of style, you know, I've been playing them with like Dortmund, Celtic, Ajax, that sort of thing. Whether they're going to translate to this level and tier of football and the calibre of play we have, who knows? Probably not. But it's got to be worth a try because this just isn't working. And if we carry on at this rate, we'll be sacked before September, I'd imagine. But they come forward again. And I mentioned in the last episode, we'd play maybe 3 games in this episode if they were quick. This one's been a bit more highlight heavy, and I've sort of talked about the negatives of what's going on with this team at the moment a little bit more between highlights, so maybe not. It's dribbled in. Karoma gets one back. He gets one back, just a bit of a consolation goal. Still quite Route 1-ish. Long ball to the back post, and it just sort of dribbles into the post. So not only us that's got a shocking goalkeeper going on. So here we go, we get another throw in. Can we cut the deficit down a little bit more just for a bit of respect? I mean, it show a little bit of fight in the team as well, which would be quite nice, just to see that the team actually has that about them. We're playing it around quite nicely in the box here, but we're not really getting anywhere. spray, and he nearly dribbles another one into the bottom corner. But yeah, I don't know if I finished my point at the last highlight. We'll be playing just the 2 matches in this episode. We won't be going for the 3. We're not going to have time. I don't want this to be like a 40-minute, 35-minute video, something like that. Yeah, I mean, we're a bit more in this game now. We've brought the shots back a bit more respectable, brought the possession back a little bit more, but the damage was done. I mean, this game is over. It will take an absolute monumental collapse for us to get anything out of this game now, other than a bit of self-respect and a bit of pride by, you know, reducing the deficit maybe, or at this rate keeping it down. He says as they go 4-1 up. Never mind. This game has a remarkable way of sticking it to you when you say something or do something. And I've just noticed we've got Harrogate Town coming up. I think that they were due to be one of the 3 games. They're top of the table now. So yeah, got a nice easy run of games coming up. The final highlight, it looks like, is going to be theirs, and I wouldn't put it past them to get number 5. 4-1 is probably a little bit harsh. We played quite well in that second half. But, you know, it is what it is. 4-1 loss. And I think we're going to have a little bit of a rethink about strategy before the next game. We didn't even make any subs in that game. There was no point. The game was done, and we could have maybe survived, get a few players to be less tired, but I mean, it wasn't worth it. And the way this computer's running at the moment, it would take me about 10 minutes to make a sub. Probably look at this, how long it's taken just to go over the scroll bars. So yeah, we'll regroup for the next game. Can't remember who it is. I think it was Merstham. Yeah, I think it was Merstham. So they're obviously above us. Kingstonian below us. Team I quite like. But yeah, we'll come back for the next game. I'll be with you shortly. So here are the lineups for the Merstham game. As you can see, we've switched to a 4-3-3. We are coming up against a lot of 4-4-2s in the league, so twofold really for this. We want to get our key players, who, as you can see there, is Korboa, Koroma, that sort of thing. They're inside forwards, they're wide wingers, that sort of thing. We need to play with formation setups that have them accustomed to it. Secondly, having the 3 in the middle, we should be able to boss the midfield a little bit better as well. Hopefully that's the idea anyway, but we're going a little bit more possession, trying to give the ball away a little bit less, and rather than having it come straight back at us every time we clear it away, hit it away, that sort of stuff. If it works, we'll have a little bit more of an in-depth look at it. It's worked for Dortmund, it's worked for Ajax. Let's see if it can work for Carshalton Athletic. We're going to go passionate, see if we can get some green going. We do. My nose is going again. My sinuses are really causing me grief tonight. Hopefully we can just get through this episode nice and quick, and I can either go to bed or jump on some Fortnite. I haven't decided yet, but I think we're in our red kit. Yeah, we are. And so far, I mean, it's the first highlight, which normally leads to nothing. We're playing it around quite nicely, and we go close. Oh no, we're actually I think we're in our yellow kit. So it's actually them that go close. We are in our yellow kit. We're at home and we're in a yellow kit. Now our away kit is white, so I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, because most of them are yellow, so why are we playing in yellow and they're playing in red when we're at home? I really don't understand it. It's them again, so we're 1-0 down. It's under 10 minutes again. Oh, what's going on? No matter what we do at the moment, nothing's really working. We do finally come forward, but it's just one straight back and they're on the counter. Oh, I can see where this is going. Oh, they nearly lobbed the goalkeeper from the right hand side of a cross. But we've not had a shot yet. 15 minutes in, we've not had a shot. Their one shot on target is a goal, because of course it is. Going to drop a shout out there to encourage, and it's made things worse. As if they could get any worse. We do have a free kick here right at the end of the half. We've had a little bit of a tinker with what we're doing. A lot of that going on at the moment. It's going to be a lot more, I'm sure, as we try and get something working. But we can't even get a free kick working. I mean, come on. Denyi finds Koroma. And my voice is now going, we're just getting tackled so easily for a team that were trying to be a physical, strong team. We're just getting done by absolutely everyone. And he just walks through our team, and it should be 2-0, but hopefully we can get in to half time at just 1-0 here and have a bit of a dig into them at half time and see if we can do something. The key players that we tried to implement into the team haven't really done anything, and we should score there, but we don't, unfortunately, as we get into half time now. I don't really know what to say. Oh, we do have a free kick right before half time. Can we make this one work? We do. Dan Adams has crept up from nowhere from a free kick, and is it offside? No, it's not. It's been given. So Mendy whips it in, and Adams just rises at the far post. Great header. The goalkeeper's nowhere near it, and out of nothing, we are level in the game. I don't know why we're getting two highlights for every single, two replays for every single goal now, but we are. And somehow we find, I mean, possession, we're dominating possession, getting done by the shots. Yeah, we're going to go passionate. I think we're going to go assertive. If we need to, we're not doing badly at all. I mean, that's probably going to confuse them, but I mean, not getting a great deal out of it, but it's a start. So we kick off here. If we can get the two wide players, who are probably arguably the two best players in the team, firing and involved, instead of just getting tackled so easily. I mean, if he doesn't just stand there like an absolute melt, he doesn't get tackled and we have a chance to have a shot at goal or something, but he just stands there and gets the ball taken off of him. And Estonian are beating Folkestone 4-1. Obviously, they were bottom with no points at the start of this game. They're now going to leapfrog us at this stage, at this rate. I mean, did I jump the gun a little bit too quickly with the Wimbledon tactics, abandoning them? We did okay in pre-season, not that that's any barometer. We were unlucky against Tonbridge. We were robbed at the last minute, and I don't know. I don't like to chop and change tactics this often, that quickly, generally. I did at Shakhtar a little bit, but once we found something that we were settled on, we kind of stuck with it. Possibly to the detriment in the end, actually, because we didn't really veer away from it and have a plan B. But we're going to take... we're going to drop him back, I think, and then we'll take... I think Tommy Bradford can play here. Probably the best one yet. And I'm going to maybe put Dos Santos up front, see what he can do. And anyone else out there struggling? I mean, they are, but... Sorry, pardon me. Yeah, the cough's coming through. And we're going to take Mendy off because he's been training badly. I don't even know why I'm playing him, to be honest. Just a lack of other options, I guess. But Bobby Price is going to come in at left back. We win the ball here, and then subs, if they can take an impact... about to say make an instant impact, but again, we're tackled far too easily. But we have another chance. No, it's just... and he's not going to get tackled far too easily, is he? No, but it's a good save by the goalkeeper. And Watkins clears it away. He's playing... Where's he playing? Centre-back today. Okay. Bradford whips it in. Bradford... I thought he might have been the hero then. He was a sub, obviously, come on. A chance to be the hero for this game and get the 3 points, first 3 points on the board. Again, it's just far too easy. How are we getting tackled so easily? Don't play that across. If he plays that across, we're... I'd say we're done for, but it was a terrible... We got 3 of them going on him, and we still don't even get the ball. Giving away a free kick. If don't concede it from that, please. 3 of them charged at him. Oh my god, they've scored from the free kick. 3 of them charged and closed him down, and we still gave away a free kick and a goal. What an absolute joke. Can we snatch a late equaliser instead of... Oh, that's a free kick. I was hoping it might be a penalty. It's a red card, but with 3 minutes to go, I mean, what does that even matter right now? Really? We're going to chuck a shout on. Push forward. We don't even get the free kick. I mean, that's absolutely disgraceful. We've gone all out again. We've pushed everyone forward that we can, just in the hope of just trying to create one last chance in the last 3 minutes. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Looks like the whistle's going to blow. It does. And then there's another loss at home, 2-1 to Merstham. And this series is really not going the way I hoped. I need help. We're not doing great at all. The only time we get some green is when they react to the disappointment of the game, because that would be fantastic. We got Haringey Borough next. We are bottom. We are rooted to the bottom. One of 2 teams to not have got a point this season, which is Potters Bar and ourselves. We've got 1 slightly worse goal difference than them. So, King makes costume debut. Oh yeah, we signed him just before the game on a free transfer. I think we signed him for his long throws. But obviously we've kind of gone away from that a little bit now. But we might be going back to it. I haven't decided yet. So let's have a look at the schedule. So yeah, we've got Harringay Borough next. We're probably going to play quite a bit. I'm going to take the save file into work tomorrow and just try a few things out, plough through, and then we'll come back. Probably we'll skip out the whole this game in the whole of September and come back somewhere in October for what, if we look at the league table, maybe for what looks to make sense. I mean, Potters Bar below the only team above us at the moment, just above us at the moment. So that might be, if that's still a similar situation, something we look at. White Hawks quite close as well. I mean, they're all fairly close because it's south of England, but yeah, I haven't decided. We'll figure it out once I've got this, really ploughed through a few games, and hopefully my work computer's a bit quicker so I can. I mean, part of the reason I keep chopping and changing today as well is just because I'm not getting through quick enough because this computer is just really hogging today. But yeah, we'll come back for next episode. Hopefully we'll have something a bit different and hopefully some good news and some green circles here to show you. If you enjoyed this episode, if you like seeing someone suffer, then please do drop a like. If you're new to the channel, if you want to see more failures perhaps in this series, then yeah, drop a sub to it and drop a comment below as well. And yeah, until next time, for whoever we came back for, probably October, I'll see you later. Take care.